Body bags where horror lies.
Camper, I love the sun and fun. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. What is up, everyone? Elm Street Warrior back here with another review, and I'm going to be reviewing 1989's slasher favorite of mine. This honestly is one of my favorite sequels, Sleepaway Camp 3. First of all, let me just start off by saying, although I love Felissa Rose as Angela Baker, I will say Pamela Springsteen, for me, is one of my favorites. I absolutely love Sleepaway Camp 2 and 3. I honestly love it more than the first one. I'm sorry. I know there are probably some people that are going to really disagree with that. But the campiness of 2 and 3, there was something about it that I just absolutely loved. I don't know what it is fully, but I just loved the campiness feel of 2 and 3. Basically, this one picks up a year later after Part 2 Unhappy Campers, and it basically follows Angela Baker yet going to another camp, this time Camp New Horizon, and basically causing a bunch of mayhem amongst another group of teenagers and killing them off yet again. Basically, Angela being back up to her old tricks. First of all, the opening to this movie starts off with the bang. I'm not going to reveal what it is because for some you might have watched it, some you might have not. But this movie starts off just with a bang. Just probably one of my favorite horror movie openings for whatever reason. Just because of the way that it starts off. If you watch Part 2, then you'll know what this one has the same comedic kind of value to it. Same tone, same everything. The only one who reprises their role out of this movie is Pamela Springsteen from Part 2. She played Angela Baker also. And I don't know for anyone that knows this, she is also Bruce Springsteen's, the musician. That is his sister. She played in a couple more movies. She did Fast Times to Ridgemont High and another one, but she actually retired from acting in the early 90s. And she is now a famous photographer. I wish she'd do horror conventions because, like I said, I loved her as Angela Baker. You know, there are some people that think Felissa Rose is the true Angela Baker, and I don't got nothing against Felissa Rose. I liked Sleepaway Camp 1, I really did, but like I said, I personally loved 2 and 3 more, and I personally thought Pamela Springsteen killed it as Angela. I feel like she really doesn't get enough credit. Just absolutely nailed the role. The kills of this movie, like I said, or like I was going to say, there are some really good kills in this movie. I mainly enjoyed the one-liners mainly that Angela has in this movie. There's a line that I think that she says, one of the minor dangers of being a drug addict is never knowing when the stuff is really pure. One of my favorite lines of the movie. Most of the characters in this one I enjoyed, kind of the same as with Part 2. There's a character in this movie specifically that was one of my favorites, Rift. And just his response and the actor's delivery with everything, I just had a blast with it. The ending was kind of wonky. I'm not going to give that away. I do feel like the ending could have been better. I'm going to say mainly like the third act kind of was somewhat sloppy in this film. I do feel like it could have been a little bit better. Angela, really nothing new with her in this film. Like I said, basically up to her old tricks as usual. This movie was directed by Michael A. Simpson. I believe the same director that did Unhappy Campers. So that's why this movie pretty much has the same tone as Part 2. Really nothing, like I said, there's really nothing different about this film. I feel like if you've watched Part 2, then if you like Part 2 9 times out of 10, you'll like this one as well, because they're kind of pretty much have the same tone. Like I said, the only thing that's different with Part 2 and 3, you have a couple of different new characters in a different setting, but pretty much in terms of the tone of the movie and Pamela Springsteen, really nothing different about the two. Like I said, I really, really enjoyed the campiness film of this movie. Just an absolute blast. I definitely recommend this one to anyone that wants to start with Sleepaway Camp, definitely watch 2 and 3 because they are a blast. I mean, there might be some people that don't, because I know not everyone likes comedy and their horror, and that's cool. But for me, I honestly can say I really, really enjoyed 2 and 3. And yeah, these are just one of my favorites. I feel like you couldn't go fucking wrong. That's all I want to say. Body bags. Until next time. Thank you.